We need to have a chat about Enzo Maresca because a lot of people are upset about the changes that he made at the weekend and just the overall sort of performance in the last few games. So let's talk about it. So I think the logical place to start is this moment in the game, which had a huge outcome on the entirety of the game and the change in game plan and everything that sort of followed from this point. From the Chalobah not winning the ball, being on the back foot and not being able to challenge Sesko just in time, Casado not getting in front of Mbermo, and then of course the Sanchez sending off, which really scuppered the entire afternoon. Now, from this point, did Maresca react emotionally, make the wrong changes? Yes, I think he did. I think Neto should have stayed on the pitch, absolutely. I understand why he brought in Andre Santos with Palmer going out. I think he wanted to have those options where if you win that second ball off of United, who are going to be more attacking now, and you're defending in a back five, you then have those players who can break out of the block quickly, which Andre Santos did, leading to the Casemiro booking, which levelled it up at 10v10. So I do think that that was the right play, but I think having someone like Neto as an outlet alongside João Pedro would have been very, very key. I think then the next thing to speak about is the reaction at half-time. I understand why he didn't make a change at half-time on the dot. One, to see what Amorim did, because he had all 5 changes available to him, but also to almost allow Chelsea in a 10v10 to regain and sort of hustle their way back into the game. They took control, had 75% possession in that opening of the second half, and they were able to really put a print on the game. I understood that starting with maybe the first 10-15 minutes with the same team. Personally, yes, I would have put on Garnacho and maybe kept one sub in reserve so that you're going out with a back 4 rather than a back 5. But I understood the logic, especially with the playing conditions, to sort of slowly build up and then go for it in the last half an hour. But the questions then arise, why Tyreek George? Where is the trust in Gittins and Garnacho? I think that what this is telling us is the trust with the recruitment right now is clearly something that needs to be questioned at least some degree. And yes, I think that this has a big impact on the likes of selling Madueke and Jackson, who had earned Maresca's trust, and restarting with players that now need to re-earn that trust. Tyreek George, who was here last season, Maresca knows him. I think he trusts him, especially out of possession rather than on the ball. And yes, I think Maresca could have been more brave with those decisions. But I also think it's a trust thing within the recruitment, which is something we all need to sort of question and really try to get to the bottom of, really. So what did you make of the game? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to be making a full YouTube video on that. So check out my YouTube, Connor Holden Football, if you haven't already. And check that out for some tactical reviews on Chelsea in the future.